Hey, thanks for joining me again today on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, just relaxing after a 10k run. Just came in just over an hour today, an hour and 30 seconds. So, yeah, gotta say I was fairly happy with that, really. Haven't quite started the training yet. Preconditioning training starts on Tuesday. So looking forward to getting into it. Just relaxing now, heading off in a few minutes to the fire station to check some of the equipment as we do on a Sunday. But what I really wanted to speak to you about today was really following on from yesterday on the topic of success and creating success. And something that I didn't mention yesterday, and I think it's really important, is the actual definition of success. And in the dictionary, it's defined as achieving something that you set out to achieve. And so one of the things that I've adopted recently is the belief that there is no failure, only feedback. So in relation to success, I believe that if you don't achieve what you set out to achieve, then you haven't quite finished yet. And that's just the feedback that you've gotten from some of the actions that you've been taking, and that just means that you haven't failed, but you need to change the actions to create a different outcome or different feedback, the feedback that you really want, success. So I really think that adopting a belief like that there is no failure, only a different result or only feedback, then that really gives you the freedom to do things that you may not have done before because you were afraid that you might fail at it. So I guess an example of that really would be, recently, I suppose, with my goal, setting a goal of running a marathon and having that deadline of a year that wasn't really working for me, to be honest. I had been following a training program for a couple of weeks, and it sort of just started to die off, really, because I didn't have that end date in mind. But as soon as I've actually decided, okay, this is the date, the 6th of July is the day that I'm running this marathon, I have a specific deadline, and I now have a program that is specifically set for that date. And I've locked it in. Even my parents are coming, so I've definitely got to go now. Oh, God. But I think now having that actual date to set in, just changing that action, I suppose, is really going to help me to get the result that I want. So in that situation, when my training sort of started to peter off, I could have said, oh, well, I failed. Can't run a marathon by the end of the year. Whereas, just changing that action and looking at it, reassessing and saying, well, maybe this is something that I should look at. Maybe I should just lock in a date, and then I have something to push myself to move forward with. So yeah, I'd be really interested to hear some of your feedback. If there's something that you're working on at the moment that you think isn't quite getting you where you want to be, it's really awesome to chat about these things and get other people's opinions. Speak to people that have already achieved what you're setting out to achieve, and ask them what they did. Maybe you can take on some of the actions or some of the beliefs that they have surrounding that outcome. And I think that's something it's really going to help. Hopefully you got something out of that. Yeah, the belief that I'm trying to adopt and have been adopting over the past few months is that there is no such thing as failure, only feedback. And if you're not getting the results that you want currently, and it really is important to you, and it means a lot for you to achieve that goal, then change the way you look at it, change the actions that you're taking, and you'll end up with a different result. Whether or not it's the right result for you, you just have to keep changing the actions until you come up with the right result, the one that you want. Anyway, that's all for me today. I'll catch you tomorrow.